Welcome to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show from Vanderstad Stadium at John Randall Field in Wahpeton for this EDC tournament opener as number 5 seed Fargo North Spartans take on number 4 seed Wahpeton Huskies. Our pregame show sponsor is the Wilkin Drinking Eatery, a tradition of good taste and company. Later in the pregame show, we'll have our Sanford Health Injury Report, Here for All, Here for Good, followed by our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Well, I'm very happy to be back on the call. It's been a long time since we've been back underneath the headphones at John Randall Field. The last time that we were here was gearing up for the American Legion state tournament run that Post 20 was on. First high school baseball games on B92.7 this year, and we knew before the season that this was a season full of high mile markers, high benchmarks. Last year, this Husky team made it back to the state tournament. This year's Husky team, same core, trying to make it back again, back-to-back seasons. The only difference is this year, just up the road in Fargo instead of having to go all the way to Jamestown. So Wahpeton's season's been up and down of stops and stalls thanks to the North Dakota weather that you never can figure out. It was impressive, though, that they were able to get the 17 games in that they did. Wahpeton has been led by a class of seniors, and by class I mean a special type of class of seniors for this Husky team. And talking to head coach Andrew Lungstetter before the game, I asked him, what do you expect to see coming into the year from your seniors? How have they kind of developed as leaders? And he said this group has played together competitive baseball since they were knee-high. So it's not a surprise that this senior class comes into this season, continues with that intensity and that will to win. The senior class led by Campus, Hocker, Jackson Fleeflet, but the real senior that has stood out this spring has been Gavin Schroeder, who led the team in batting average, scoring 18 runs as well. Schroeder had a very good spring last season that folded into a solid American Legion season during the summer, but to see him come in with a hot bat to start the spring and coming into this EDC tournament has to be a great sign for Husky fans. This Husky team is trying to make their way back to the state tournament, trying to go back-to-back. They were the 3 seed last year going into Jamestown. This year, trying to kind of work their way up a little bit. The 4 seed coming into this one thanks to a nice win earlier this past week against Fargo North, which I have dubbed them as a rival to the Huskies at this point. They played tight games in the fall and winter. In the spring, it's been all Wahpeton, though, winning last weekend 5-4 and 8-3 to secure this game being played at John Randall. Now, talking to the Spartan side of the dugout, they were telling me that, John Randall is a great field. It would have been nicer to play in Fargo where you don't have to do the bus travel down the I-29 corridor. But all that being said, not that big of a deal considering that the fans do show up. These kids' parents do show up to these games, and they should be rambunctious tonight trying to will their team to a win. The difference earlier this weekend, however, was that they did not start their ace, Charlie Kallenbrenner. He's one of the best pitchers in the EDC, a .3 ERA, 2-1 on the season, 23 1/3 innings pitched so far this season. He's going to get the ball tonight on the hill. At the plate, he's been a monster as well, hitting 3 home runs and leading the team on base percentage while batting .373. Now, granted, Fargo North has only played a handful of games this year, 4-4 on the season, 3-2 in the EDC, so they don't have that kind of track record that Wahpeton has playing 17 games. And talking to coaches all across the state, the goal is not to win the most amount of games. The goal is honestly just to play the most amount of games. Just get these guys a couple more at-bats, a couple more looks at pitchers across the state, and especially in the EDC where there is a ton of great pitchers. Speaking of great pitchers, got to talk about the Huskies. Andrew Lungstetter, the head coach of Wahpeton, told me before this game that he's got 3 guys that he was willing to start tonight. That would be both of the Cadence, Hocker, and Campus, but the guy who's going to get the ball tonight is arguably the ace, the left-handed junior, Jaden King. Now, King had a really good sophomore year, and he's kind of been the guy that is a class below that senior class. So throughout their childhood, this has been the kid that they've kind of little brothered along. So to see him get the ball in arguably the biggest game of the season, you want to win the 4-5 game so you have a better matchup. Now remember, it's first 2 wins, double elimination in the EDC tournament. The first team to win 2 games gets that bid to the EDC or to the state tournament. 4 teams out of the EDC, 4 teams out of the WCD. So we'll have a little bit more of a pregame show coming up as first pitch coming in about 10 minutes from John Randall Field. It's Andrew Zimmel. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC baseball.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chahinkaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chahinkaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chahinkaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show from John Randall Field. Andrew Zimmel on B92.7, your home for EDC baseball action. I want to thank all of our sponsors in this one. Otter Tail Power Company, Power Pole Rankings. Otter Tail Power Company on for conservation. Well, we don't have poll rankings for you, but we do have what the bracket looks like. This is the side of the bracket the Huskies are on. Wahpeton, the 4 seed, facing off the 5 seed Fargo North Spartans. That's 4 versus 5. The winner of this one will play the winner of West Fargo Cheyenne. The Mustangs, the defending state title champions for Class A. They're playing Devil's Lake. So winner of that game will play the winner of Fargo or West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Devil's Lake. Moving on to our Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Well, the Spartans, they're going to be the away team on the scoreboard, so let's go through their starting lineup. Starting shortstop, starting off as the number 1 hitter is Connor Holm. Batting in the 2-hole, Levi Svet, playing third base. Charlie Cullenbecker, the pitcher and DH in this one. Owen Belm, the first baseman, batting 4. Benson Grande, the center fielder, batting 5th. Nolan Astrup, the right fielder, batting 6th. Brady Manley, the left fielder, batting 7th. And Joey Borkman, the catcher, batting 8th. And Caleb Brigham, the second baseman batting ninth. For Wahpeton in the field, starting pitcher is Jaden King. Behind the plate will be Jackson Fleeflet. At first base, Josiah Hoffman. Second base, Skylar Blado. He will not be hitting tonight. Third base, Riley Timian. At shortstop, Caden Kappas. Left fielder, Caden Hawker. In center field is Gavin Schroeder. That's the player we're going to watch tonight, as he's been on fire at the plate and been a very solid outfielder as well. And in right field, we have Miles Hinckley, who he is a sophomore, kind of moving into a role after the injury to Jack Ridenour. So he's kind of been thrusted into this lineup. He's done a pretty good job of getting on base in that 9-hole, the second leadoff spot, according to head coach Andrew Lungsetter. We'll take another quick break for the national anthem and come back with first pitch. You're listening to KBMW, your home for EDC baseball.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Buyer Insurance. They're your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Buyer Insurance Company knows crop hail insurance. Let Buyer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2022 crops. Call Buyer Insurance Agency today, 642-0955. Buyer Insurance Agency. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. Andrew Zimmel hanging out with you on this beautiful Tuesday night in North Dakota as we get ready to get this one underway. The 4-seed Wahpeton Huskies on the field right now. White pants, purple jerseys, gold nameplates for the Spartans. Pinstripe jerseys, gold stripes, black jerseys. Your first pitch brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. Scoreboard will be sponsored by Carlson Family Insurance. Carlson Family Insurance representing auto owners. Runs by Tight Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. And, of course, in the post-game show, we'll give away our Essentia Health Player of the Game. Essentia Health here with you. Well, Jaden King on the hill, the junior left-handed pitcher who comes into this one having a pretty decent season on the hill. 12 2/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, a 4.43 ERA in his time out there. But the player that really perked my ears up when talking to head coach Andrew Lungstetter was Braxton Polly, who 17 1/3 innings pitched, 1-0 record with 1 save, 13 Ks. He did allow a team-high 29 hits this season on the hill, but he's somebody that can chew up some innings, and that's really what you're looking for here in a tournament type of situation. Up to bat, Connor Holm, the sophomore. Holm batting .377 this season with a .453 on-base percentage. The first pitch is fouled right or straight back, 0-1 count to Holm. 80 degrees at first pitch from John Randall. Well, Holm leads the team in batting average and slugging percentage. The 0-1 catches the outside corner, or misses the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 count. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Holm, 20 hits, 9 RBIs, and 24 runs this season. King paints the outside black. 1-2 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the first. King rocks back and fires out of the stretch. His breaking ball misses high and away. 2-2 count. And King, he is experimenting a little bit with some of those off-speed pitches. The 2-2 misses low, full count. Leadoff batter, Holm, the shortstop, does it with the glove as well. One of the better middle infielders in the EDC. The full count pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not. So first batter gets on base on a walk. brings up Levi Sweet. Sweet this season, 315, 456 slugging percentage, 352 on base, 17 hits, 7 RBIs, and 13 runs for the Spartans. Runner on first, King out of the stretch. Left-handed pitcher, another left-handed batter. Hoffman holding him on at first. First pitch swung on and hit down the left field line, rolls into the corner as Holm holds up at 3, a double by Speed. So runners at second and third. Charlie Kohlbringer comes to the plate wearing number 15, the DH, also one of the better hitters for North. 373 batting average, leads the team in on-base percentage, hits with 22, home runs with 3, and RBIs with 22. 2 runners on for him, left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. North, a lot of lefties. Pitch guts away from King. Jinx covering the plate, and out at the plate as Holm tried to steal home. Holm tried to steal home on the wild pitch, got away from Fleet. King there to cover. So 1 down, runner on third as Speed advances. 1-0 count to Kohlbrenner. And you don't want the first or the last out to be at the plate. Spartans getting a little bit greedy there. Ball didn't get too far away from Fleet. It went to the left side, and that was enough. So Jaden King complaining with a little bit of, looks like it's a wrist trouble as the trainer and his head coach come out. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. King's fine as he goes back to the hill. Head coach Lungsetter and the trainer going back to the third base dugout. Runner on third, 1 out. Pitcher Charlie Kohlbringer trying to do himself a favor here as North knocking on the door 90 feet away. King goes back in the stretch, left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Kohlbringer got the stirrups on. Got mixed reactions up here from that. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. 1-1 count. Kohlbringer, a junior, talked to his head coach, see if he had any intention of playing college ball somewhere. They said he's not at that point yet. 1-1 count. Another pitch inside, fouled off down the first base line. 1-2 count to number 15. Kohlbringer, he's going to be the starting pitcher for the Spartans this afternoon. Leads the team in innings pitched, 23 1/3 innings. 0.3 ERA. King's pitch fouled off down the third base line now. Falls into the tennis courts near John Randall Field. Count stays 1-2. 1 out, 1 on for the Spartans in this top of the first. King looks in. Fleet sets up on the outside corner of the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Catches him high, looking. So first K of the night for King. He puts the K in King. Owen Blum comes to the batter's box. Beam, 17 hits on the season, 5 RBIs, 12 runs, runner 90 feet away, 2 down. The pitch, swung on and missed. Big cut by the right-handed hitter. Took King a little bit to warm up. Now he's dealing. The 1-0 count. Fleet sets up high. The pitch, swung on and missed on the outside corner. No, it looks like he fouled it into Fleet's glove. 0-2 count. Beam batting .315 on the season. First baseman digs back in. Runner takes the lead at third. The pitch high and away, misses. 1-2 count. Cap is working at shortstop, going behind to make sure the ball doesn't get away. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks for Jaden King. Ends the top of the first. Going into the bottom of the first. 1 runner left on. No Husky errors. We'll come back with bottom of the first from John Randall. It's EDC Baseball on B92.7.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you from John Randall as we go into the bottom of the first. Score still tied 0-all. No runners get it over the plate just yet. Had one close in the first inning as Connor Holm tried to steal home on the pitch that got away from Fleetfoot. Up to bat this inning for the Huskies, Caden Kappas, Gavin Schroeder, Jackson Fleetfoot, three seniors who are doing a lot of damage from the plate. Kappas, the leadoff batter, batting .340 this season, leads the team in runs scored with 24, 16 hits, 7 RBIs, 2 triples. Also leads the team in walks drawn, minimum of 40 at-bats. He's done a pretty good job of getting on base percentage, right around .468. Cap is also not afraid to bunt either. We've seen him get on base a couple times. On the hill is Kalbrenner. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The pitch inside, misses the belt buckle, 1-0 count. And talk to any Husky fan, they'll tell you that Kappas gets it done at the plate and in the field as well. Pitch misses low, 2-0 count. As the shortstop wanted to see some pitches here. Kalbrenner, stir-up socks. He is one of 3 players for Fargo North wearing them. High and inside, 3-0 count. So hitters count, nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the first. Kappas steps back in. Kalbrenner gets the signs out of the windup. The pitch, down the middle of the plate for a strike. Kappas had the red light, not going to swing on that one. Still a hitter's count, 3-1. Right-handed batter steps back in. Catcher sets up on the outside corner of the pitch. Swung in and missed by Kappas. Full count. On bat, Gavin Schroeder. Story of the spring so far, batting 422, correction. The 3-2. Fouled back over the press box. Count stays full. Schroeder leads the team in batting average. He also 19 hits and 9 RBIs, 18 runs. Top half of the order for the Huskies. They get on base. They score a lot of runs. The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball back to the second baseman. He almost overruns it, loses it, throws it to first. Not in time. No. Falls out of his glove. So we'll see what the official scores give Kappas there. It looked like it might have been an E4. And the official scores give him a hit, so we'll give one as well. First hit of the game for Wahpeton. Gavin Schroeder steps into the plate. The center fielder, 422 at the plate, picked up right where he left off last summer. He was really coming into his own as a hitter, kind of taking the place of Tori Ulick, who graduated off this team last year. The pitch catches the outside corner. 0-1 count. Another right-handed batter for the Huskies. Kalbrenner comes back on the hill, working from the near side, or the first base side of the rubber. Catcher sets up outside, 0-1 count. Kalbrenner looks in. The pitch, Schroeder shows bunt and gets pop with it. Question is, did he pull back in time? And yes, he did. So Schroeder takes his base. So runners on second and first on the hit by pitch is Jackson Fleetfoot. The catcher, the selecting backstop, batting .326 this season, a .558 on base percentage, 14 hits, 14 RBIs, 14 runs, all across the board for number 7. Leads the team in RBIs. Schroeder shakes it off at first base, 2 runners on, nobody out for the Huskies, who are already threatening here. Both sides getting base runners early in this one. And talking to the head coach of the Spartans, Kalbrenner, the undisputed ace, 2-1 record on the season, 23 and 1/3, and a .3 ERA. I think there was a little conversation there between the umpires to see if he needed to pull the bat back or not. Looks like Schroeder might have, so he stays on first base. Fleetfoot comes to the plate, 2 runners on for the team leader in RBIs. Steps to the plate, touches both sides. Kalbrenner looks in, out of the stretch. Captain's taking the lead at second base. Shortstop going over to protect the bag. The pitch, breaking ball misses low, 1-0 count. Fleetfoot working with a neon orange bat. You got to love the different colors that they're coming out with these bats. Makes every hit look like a flash. Something out of a cartoon book. The 1-0. Second baseman Holden Cap is on at second. The pitch. Misses inside. Kalbrenner working with his delivery here a little bit. Breaking ball hit Schroeder. And Fleetfoot had to dance out of the way of that one. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The catcher looks down, gets his signs from Andrew Lungsetter at third base. Steps back in. Open stance for Fleetfoot. Kappas takes his lead at second base. Schroeder at first. The 2-0. Pitch misses away. 3-0 count. So these are multiple hitters for Kalbrenner who have gotten a good hitters count. On deck, Jaden King, who might be a pitch away from having ducks on the pond. Nobody out. Second baseman Holden Kappas on. Takes another step. The pitch. Down the middle for a strike. Fleetfoot had the red light. Not going to swing on that one. 3-1 count. Runners take their lead. Catcher sets up outside on Fleetfoot. Kalbrenner looking back. Second baseman holding him on second. The pitch. Check swing. Didn't go. So that's back-to-back-to-back walks. Well, correction. That's a... Kappas got on a hit by pitch, and now a walk from Fleetfoot loads the bases for Jaden King. King this season, 12 hits, 2 triples, 14 RBIs, and 14 runs. King and Fleetfoot doing a good job of knocking batters in. Ducks in a pond for the pitcher. Full count. Kalbrenner still out of the stretch. Runners take their lead. The pitch, swung on and missed. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. King missed that one. 0-1 count. On deck, Riley Timian, who's struggled at the plate this season. The 0-1. Breaking ball, catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-2 count. So Kalbrenner took load in the bases to feel comfortable on the hill. Still on the stretch for the junior. 0-2. King has to protect. Corners playing the grass. Middle infield playing back. The pitch. Another breaking ball. Ooh, barely misses the inside corner. 1-2 count. Spartan fans in attendance thought that one might have caught a little bit of the inside black. Not quite. King digs in. Pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Kalbrenner looks in from the stretch. The delivery. Swung on and missed. First K for Kalbrenner. As King goes down swinging, Riley Timian steps to the plate. So we mentioned Timian having a tough time this spring. 189 batting average, 7 hits, 8 RBIs, 10 runs. .37 at bats this spring for Timian. The pitch down the middle, misses high. 1-0 count. One down, bases loaded for the Huskies in the bottom of the first. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC baseball, as Timian steps back in. Touches both sides of the plate, digs in. Runners take their leads. Kalbrenner looks over at third base. The pitch in the dirt, misses. 2-0 count. And this is where you can't miss if you're a pitcher with your delivery. You're really trying to make sure the hitter doesn't have anything that he can really put a lot of bat onto. But at the same time, can't nibble the corners too much. We're nowhere to put the hitter. 2-0 count, one down, bases loaded. Huskies in the bottom half of the inning, knocking on the door. The pitch misses away, 3-0 count. So Fargo North, their pitcher a little worried here in the first inning, having some trouble. Hitters count. One out, bases loaded. Out of the stretch, Kalbrenner looks in. The delivery. Down the middle of the plate for a strike, 3-1 count. Muted applause from the Spartan fan base in attendance. Made the trip down to John Randall. Remember, double elimination EDC tournament, so the winner of this one goes on to play the winner of West Fargo Cheyenne, the defending state title holders, and Devil's Lake. Loser will play the loser of that matchup. The pitch misses high and walks the first batter in. So Caden Kappas, he scores a run as Timian gets an RBI walk. Schroeder at third, Fleetfoot at second, Timian at first base. Josiah Hoffman comes to the plate. .270 hitter this spring. 10 hits, 10 RBIs, 9 runs for the first baseman. Base is still loaded, one down. He's been known to send one if he catches it. High fly ball out of play down the first base line. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Hoffman wearing number 1. 0-1 count, one down in the bottom of the first. Steps back in, taps both sides of the plate. Starting first baseman last spring as well. The pitch down the middle for a strike. 0-2 count. So Hoffman, in a similar situation Jaden King was in, going to have to defend the plate. First baseman steps back in. Kalbrenner looks in out of the stretch. Comes set on the hill. A .3 ERA for the junior. Breaking ball. Misses the inside corner. 1-0. Hoffman ducked. Worried that breaking ball might not have enough break to it. 1-2. One out. Bases loaded. Schroeder at third. Runners take their lead. Infield playing up. The pitch misses away. 2-2 count. So corners playing up. Middle infield playing back. Means a lot of ground to cover for those infielders if Hoffman hits the ball hard somewhere. One down, bases loaded. Kalbrenner out of the stretch, looks in. Comes set, the delivery. Swung on and missed. Second K of the inning for Kalbrenner, so he's working his way out of a little bit of trouble as Caden Hockert comes to the plate, the number 7 hitter. Hockert on at the plate. On deck is Braxton Polly. Hockert, .220 hitter this season, 9 hits, 6 RBIs, 10 runs. 3-0 as a pitcher this spring as well. Swung on and missed by the right-hander. 0-1 count, so Kalbrenner making things happen late. Bases loaded. Pitcher digs in out of the stretch. The 0-1, the delivery misses away. 1-1 count. Bottom of the first from John Randall Field. EDC baseball action for you on B92.7 and streaming live on KBMW News Live as well. Runners take their leads. The 1-1. Catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 1-2 count. Wahpeton with bases loaded. Don't want to leave runners in scoring position. 2 right now. Gavin Schroeder takes his lead at third base. The 1-2. Catcher sets up outside. The pitch. Swung on and hit back up the middle. Kalbrunner and the shortstop able to make the putout at second base. So Hawker grounds in to a 6 putout. 3 base runners left on base. We'll come back with top of the second. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC baseball.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7, your home for EDC baseball. Runs brought to you by Tight Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wahpeton. Top of the second coming up as it's going to be Benson Grande, Nolan Astrup, and Brady Manley in this inning. Lefty on lefty matchup. King out of the windup, the delivery. Misses inside, 1-0 count. First pitch of the inning brought to you by Dakota Egg Products. The pitch fouled off down the third base line. 1-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the second. Pitch inside, catches the corner. 1-2 count to Benson Grande. Misses away, 2-2. Jaden King getting a little bit of a rhythm. Get the ball, release it back. The 2-2. Misses away on the left-handed hitter. Full count. Grande steps back in. He wears stirrups as well. Full count. The delivery fouled off down the third baseline. Count stays full. Well, King had a very good first inning. Allowed only 1 hit. The delivery misses inside. Jackson Fleetflit thought he caught him. So, second inning starts off with a walk. Dolan Astrup steps to the plate. Astrup, a 171 hitter, 7 hits, 8 RBIs, 5 runs on the season. Astrup, right-handed batter. As Grande taking the lead at first base. The pitch, hard hit ball. Going to get a gapper in between right field and center field. Right fielder able to pick it up as Grande goes to third base. So a single by Astrup puts runners on the corners. Fargo trying to get that run back, trailing 1-0 in the top of the second. Manley steps to the plate. Manley, a 161 hitter, 9 hits, 6 RBIs, 10 runs, and leads the team in strikeouts with 20 this spring. Jaden King already 2 Ks in the first inning, trying to get another one. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Manley, left-handed hitter, steps to the plate. King, left-handed pitcher, looks over his runner at first. The pitch, catches the outside black. 0-1 count. Funny that Astrup didn't go. Normally what we see from a lot of these high school ball clubs is with runners on the corners, they'll just send the guy from first to second and make the defense make a play. Manley steps out, steps back in. 0-1 count to the left fielder. The pitch misses inside. 1-1. Missed that inside corner by about 4 inches for King. Both ties trying to find their footing when it comes to their control. 1-1, nobody out. Runners on the corners. Pickoff move to first base, and Hoffman gloves it, puts the tag on. Runner at third doesn't go. Ball back in the hand to King. The 1-1. The pitch, fouled straight back. 1-2 count, nobody out. Runners on the corners. King gets the ball back from the umpire. The 1-2. The pitch misses outside. 2-2 count. King looks in. Two. Runner still in the corners. Pitch fouled back again. Two count, nobody out. Runners on the corners for the Spartans, trying to come back from 1-0 lead or front of 1-0 deficit, and the strikeout leader Manley, he'll take another one. Third K of the afternoon for King. He puts the K in King. We'll take a quick break for legal ID. You're listening to B92.7.
B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton, powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Joey Borkman comes to the plate. Runners in the corners, one down. Pitch, bunts, goes in front of the plate, and King and Fleetfoot have a little bit of a conversation, and the throw to first gets him in time. Joey Berkman slow down the first baseline, but is bunt able to score a run as Grande scores, ties this one back up, 1-1.
Now batting for the Spartans, second baseman, number 6, Pregame.
Caleb Brigham comes to the plate. The pitch swung on and missed by Brigham, the number 9 hitter for the Spartans. Brigham, a 170 hitter, 8 hits, 2 RBIs, 10 runs on the season. Runner at second base, 2 down. The pitch from King. Chopper back to first base. Hoffman able to glove it. Tosses it to King for the 3-1 putout. So one runner left on base, but a runner scores. We'll come back with bottom of the second, 1-1 game in this EDC game at John Randall Field. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC action.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back to Wahpeton, John Randall Field, as the Huskies and Spartans tied up at 1 apiece going into the bottom of the second. Up to bat this inning, Braxton Polly, Miles Hinckley, and Skylar Blado. Polly's had a solid season, 182 on the year, 4 hits, 8 RBIs, 1 run scored, but a major factor in the pitching game. Miles Hinckley, the on-deck circle, batting 158. The delivery, fouled straight back, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, 0-1 count as Kalbrenner back on the hill. Wahpeton left 3 runners on in the top of the first Talking to head coach Andrew Lungsetter, that's normally not their MO, trying to get as many guys home as possible. Hard hit ball to the third baseman, gloves it on the grass, gets it over to first for the putout. A 5-3 putout to start the bottom of the second. Miles Hinckley comes to the plate. Hinckley this season, 3 hits at 19 at-bats, batting .158, 200 on-base percentage, left-handed batter. Playing right field for the Huskies in this one. The pitch misses away, 1-0 count. 1 out, nobody on for Wahpeton in the bottom of the second. Hinckley at the plate, Kappas on deck. The pitch fouled off into the net on the third base side. 1-1 count. Hinckley steps back in, open stance, left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery, breaking ball, misses the outside corner, 2-1 count. Third base and first base playing the line, a lot of room in between the middle infielders if you can hit a hard ground ball that way. The pitch misses away, 3-1 count. Kalbrenner looking back in. Joey Borkman behind the plate for the Spartans. The 3-1 to Hinckley. The pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike. Full count with 1 out. Kappas taking practice cuts on deck. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Nobody on. Full count. The delivery. Misses the inside corner. Risky pitch to watch for Hinckley, but he gets on base. Kappas back up to the plate. Got on a hit to start this one. Scored a run, the lone run so far for Wahpeton in the bottom of the second. Kappas getting the signs from the first base coach, Andrew Lungsetter. Center fielder playing a shade towards left field. Right field shifting that way a little bit too. Hinckley takes his lead at first base. Runner on first, 1 out. The delivery. Catches the bottom corner of the plate. 0-1 count. Kappas shakes his head, steps back in. Wiggles the bat on his shoulder. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Wearing yellow gloves. The pitch. Inside pitch. Catches the inside strike zone. 0-2 count to Cap. Caden Cap is a 3-sport athlete and got told to me earlier this weekend that I believe he might be the valedictorian at Wahpeton High School as well. So getting it done in the classroom too. The 0-2. The delivery misses low, 1-2 count. Hinckley gets back on first base. On deck, Gavin Schroeder. He got on a hit by pitch, showed bunt, and took one off the chest. Hinckley takes his lead at first. 1-2 pitch to Kappas. Kalbrenner looks in on the hill. The delivery. Hard hit ball past the second baseman, and Hinckley gets to second. Hinckley decides to try to take third. He's gunning for it and gets into third base standing up as the right fielder misplayed the ball. Didn't watch into his glove. Lost it. So Kappas gets on a hit, his second of the day, and Hinckley ends up at third base. Wahpeton tied with Fargo North in the bottom of the second, 1 apiece. Gavin Schroeder has a chance here to break that up. 1 down. Schroeder showed bunt the last time at the dish. See if he does it again. Potentially could get Kappas over to second or might score Hinckley from third. Hinckley scored 3 runs this season so far, trying to make it a 4th in a big game. The delivery, Schroeder shows bunt as Kappas takes second, and Hinckley, he went too far off third base, got caught. Got caught leading on the putout. So 2 down, Kappas in scoring position at second. Schroeder pulled back his bat in time, 1-0 count, 2 down. And it looks like we might have jinxed the right fielder, Miles Hinckley. Guess he thought he bought on the pump fake by the catcher. Pump fake to second base. Threw down to third and got Hinckley leading. Kappas takes a couple steps to second. Pitch misses the outside corner. 2-0 count. So Wahpeton trying to get a rally going. Left 3 runners on base in the first inning. Runner on second now. Schroeder trying to bring him home. On deck is Jackson Fleetfleet. He got on a walk in the first. Second baseman Holden Kappas on. Kalbrunner looking back. The delivery. Bottom corner of the strike zone for a 2-1 count to Schroeder. 2 down, runner on second. And if the Spartans can get out of this inning without giving up a run, that's a pretty good one after 2 runners in scoring position in this inning. Pickoff move goes into center field as Cap is going to take third. Center fielder fields it, throws the third. No, gets it to his cutoff man. So Kalbrunner tried to pick off Kappas at second base. Ball bounced out of the second baseman's glove into center field. And Kappas, head on a swivel, able to pop up and get third base. So runner 90 feet away for Schroeder. Gavin Schroeder, 9 RBIs this season. The 2-1. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. Swung on and missed. 2-2 count. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Schroeder digs back in. First baseman playing about 3 feet off the outfield grass. Middle infield playing back as well. Kappas takes his lead. The delivery. Swung on and missed. That's going to be the second and third K for Kalbrunner. Third swing as well. So Wahpeton leaves 1 runner on base. Top of the third coming up. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC Baseball.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on B92.7, your home for EDC Baseball. Up to bat this inning. Back to the top of the lineup, Connor Holm, Levi Speet, and Charlie Kalbrunner. Holm, he got on a walk in the top of the first. Got thrown out at the plate on a pass ball. The pitch inside misses. 1-0 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the third. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. Pop fly into the stands on the third base side. Count goes back to 1-1. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher as Jaden King continues to work his magic. 3 Ks already for the King of Ks. The 1-1. Shows bunt, pulls back in time. 2-1 count to the leadoff man. The delivery misses away, or catches the outside corner. Umpire taking his time, giving us that call. 2-2 count. Nobody out, nobody on. The delivery from King. Swung on and hit sharply to the second baseman. Goes off his glove. Playing second base for Wahpeton is Skylar Blado. Having to fill in the role as Jack Ridnour got injured earlier this season. So Holm gets on an error. We're going to call that an E4. The delivery from King. This is the outside corner. Nobody out. One runner on for the Spartans in the stop of the third. 1-0 count for Speed. Speed had a double. Got stranded at third base in the top of the first. Spartans and Huskies tied it up at 1 apiece. The delivery swung on and sharply hit into the north dugout. Count goes 1-1. Talking to the head coach of the Spartans before the game, he mentioned that the reason this game wasn't played in Fargo is those 2 losses that they had at the end of the season. Another ball fouled off down the third base line. 1-2 count to Speed. He said that they left the door open for the Huskies. Said they're trying to get a little bit of revenge in this one. Speed steps back in. The 1-2, nobody out, runner on first. King looks over at his runner. The delivery from the lefty. Chopper goes fouled on the first base line, and Speed continues to fight. On deck is Charlie Kalbrenner. Struck out looking in the top of the first. First of King's K's on the day. He's a solid hitter, too. 373 on the season. Led the team in home runs and on-base percentage. The 1-2 from King. Another foul ball from Speed. 1-2. Hitter battling at the plate. And that's what you need to do in these opening round games, trying to make your life as easy as possible. Remember, first team to 2 wins punches their ticket to the state tournament. Wahpeton trying to get back there after a good run last year. The delivery misses away. 2-2 count. Middle infield backing up Jaden King. Complained about a little elbow trouble earlier in the season. Glad that he's back to his tip-top shape, and Huskies feel confident enough to give him the ball in this opening round game. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. 4th K of the day for King. As Speed takes a seat back on the pine. 1 down, runner on first. Pickoff move by Fleetfoot, trying to get the runner leaning. Connor Holm already got thrown out on the base pass once in this game. Was able to make it, trying to make it twice for the Husky defense. Kalbrenner comes back to the plate. 0 for 1 today. King looks over his runner on first. The delivery to lefty. Catches the outside corner. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. 0-1 count. Runner on first, 1 out. Kalbrenner steps back in, taps both sides of the plate. The pitch. Another breaking ball. Catches the outside corner. King painting the corners. 0-2 count. 1 down. Runner on first. 1-1 ball game in the top of the third. Kalbrenner steps back in. Wiggles his bat on his shoulder. The delivery from King. Hard hit ball down the right field line. Count stays 0-2. Spartan hitters, second time through the lineup, just off a little bit on King. Kalbrenner gets the signs from his head coach, steps back in. Holm takes the lead at first. Got on an error to start the inning. Delivery from King. Breaking ball, swinging and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for King. He puts the K in King. And Kalbrenner 0 for 2 today. Wouldn't have guessed that. Owen Belm comes to the plate. Beam comes to the plate. 17 hits, 5 RBIs, 12 runs scored. Fleetfoot gets the ball, throws it to Hoffman down at shortstop, and just gets under Kappas' tag. As Holm able to steal second base. And Hoffman kind of had to double pump there. Kind of lost the ball the first time. You got to think if he gets it on that first try, might have got home twice on the base pass. Beam steps back in, runner on second. The delivery. Misses high. 2-0 count. Owen Beam, he struck out swinging his last time at the dish. 0 for 1 on the day. Holm takes the lead at second. Middle infield. Holding him on. Kappas goes over to defend. Pickoff move not in time. Kappas gives it back to King. Runner on second, 2 down, 2-0 count to the first baseman. Beam steps back in. The pitch misses away, 3-0 count. First base is open, but in a tournament like this where you only get 135 pitches, you like to get it over the plate a little bit more. Give your coaches a little bit something to work with. Beam thought he got the walk, not quite. Umpire brings him back into the box. Already flipped his bat over to Benson Grande. He's got to flip it right back to him. Still a hitter's count, 3-1, 2 down, runner on second. Beam steps back in, the first baseman. Ball misses away on the right-handed batter as Fleetfoot going up to talk to his pitcher. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. So 2 down, runners on second and first as Fleetfoot and King talking in front of the mound. Benson Grande, he scored the lone run for the Spartans. 1-1 game and in the top of the third. Wahpeton scored 1 in the bottom of the first. Spartans able to answer back in the top of the second, top of the third. Runner on second base. So Grande has a chance here to break up this tie ball game. The pitch from King. High fly ball into left field and goes foul by the hitting cages at John Randall Field. 0-1 count. Grande steps back in. King looks in out of the stretch. Steps off. Nobody was there to cover second base. The Hinckley and Kappas talking as they go back to their positions at second and first. Grande comes back into the box. The center fielder. 0-1 count, 2 down, runners on second and first. King looks back. Hinckley goes over to defend. The delivery, high breaking ball misses the strike zone. As Andrew Lungsetter goes out to talk to his pitcher. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. We'll take a quick break. You come back with more of EDC action on B92.7, your home for EDC action.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome back. 1-1, 2 down. Runners on second and first, and we want to correct that for you, clean it up a little bit. Skylar Blado at second base, not Hinckley. It's in right field. Be a long run over there to go cover second base. So Skylar Blado and Caden Kappas, middle infield for you. Hoffman and Timian, first and third. 1-1 count. King trying to get himself out of the situation. The delivery. Ball hit sharply to the shortstop, who gets it over to second base. Blado able to get there for the 6-4 putout. Well, after 2.5 innings of play, 2 runners left on for the Spartans. We'll be back with the bottom of the third. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC action.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back to John Randall Field. this EDC tournament. In the box with me right now is head coach of Wahpeton Post 20. It's head coach Chris Kappas. How's it going?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad to have you join me. So, top of this inning is going to be Fleetfoot King Timian. And you've had plenty of time not only coaching these guys, but, parenting one of them too.
Yeah, just at the start of this game here, Huskies left a lot of guys on base. Need somebody to come up with that big hit. And defensively, they've had a few self-inflicting wounds. Too many leadoff walks to start an inning, had an error, throwing the ball around a little bit, and they need to clean up a few things here. But got a ball game, wouldn't expect anything less here in a 4-5 seed, first round of the playoffs. So a lot of game to go here. We'll kind of see how it plays out. But both pitchers right now, pitch counts are up a little bit too. So I think the hitter's mindset is you continue to drive up that pitch count a little bit, and they're looking to knock them out.
So Fleetfoot watches the first 3 pitches, 1-2 count to the catcher. Nobody on, nobody out. In the bottom of the third, Kalbrenner digs back in, out of the windup. Hard hit ball back to the pitcher for the easy 1-3 put out. And, Coach, what have you thought of King so far? He's done an okay job on the hill.
Well, he pitched out of a huge jam in the first inning, but, that first inning, second inning were both leadoff walks. It's kind of a cardinal sin in baseball. You don't want to put that first guy on, and I think hopefully he's going to settle in here a little bit more the remainder of the game. I think he's at 49 pitches. They said, like to see him at about 45. So after 3, or he's a little bit above that. So
the 0-1, the pitch swung on and missed by King. 0-2 count. And what have you thought so far of these Wahpeton hitters kind of chasing some balls out of the zone? Is it just a little bit of that early inning anxiety?
Just got to settle in here a little bit. Looks like Jaden's pulling off the ball here, a couple swings.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop, able to glove it, get it over to first. In time, 2 down, nobody on for Wahpeton on the 6-3 put out. So Riley Timian steps to the plate. Timian had an RBI walk in the top of the first, and that's all you got to do there in that situation with bases loaded. Just have a good eye.
Hey, those are one of the easiest RBIs there is, isn't
there? No kidding. He's done a pretty good job this season at third base as well. And I noticed that last season. He's got a little bit more mobility, it feels like, in the spring.
He's attacking the ball a lot better. He's worked hard at it, and he's turned himself into a pretty good third baseman.
Ball misses low, 1-0 count. Nobody on, 2 down in the bottom of the third. 1-1 ball game from John Randall in this EDC game. How important is it to kind of open this tournament up with that home game, Coach?
Well, it's always nice to play at home. Like to think you have a little bit of an advantage. And playing here at JR, the guys know the field well. It's a big difference in a lot of the teams you see now play on turf, and it changes the game a lot for sure. So open it up home. You want to get a W under your belt right away, but. In the scenario, the way the tournament's set up, if you happen to drop the first game, you're certainly not out of it. You turn the page, you got to show up the next day ready to go.
1-2 count on the swing and miss by Timian. Kalbrenner wheeling and dealing. 2 groundouts to start this bottom of the third. Out of the line of the delivery. Ball hit softly in the shortstop on the grass. Throws it over to first. Pulled off the bag. Did he get it there in time? He did. The 6-3 put out. So 1-2-3 inning by the Spartans brings up top of the fourth. 1-1 game in this 4-5 matchup from John Randall. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more EDC action for you in a minute on B92.7.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Welcome back, top of the fourth from John Randall in this EDC 4-5 matchup. Huskies and Spartans tied up at 1 apiece. Up to bat this inning, the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Spartans.
Right fielder number 12, Nolan
Astrup steps to the plate. Got on a single in the second inning. In the box with me is Chris Kappa, swinging a miss. 0-1 count as the Wahpeton Huskies back on the in the field. Astrup, the right fielder, the delivery. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count. Fouled it back into Fleetfoot's glove. What do you think about swings like that, Coach, where it's kind of like half-hearted almost?
I'd say he was maybe guessing a little bit. Not a real good hack at it, but
yeah.
Kalbrenner had 11 pitches last inning. That's certainly what he was looking for. A quick inning. Jaden gets a strikeout here in 4 pitches, so he needs a quick inning too.
No kidding. 4-pitch strikeout. We mentioned it a little earlier. We were talking about how you're looking at 49, right around early 50s for King in the top of the fourth. You'd like that to be in the lower 40s.
He was at 57, it was actually, to start this inning. Always tell my pitchers.
Bunt down the third base line. Timian goes to field it, and not there in time.
Good bunt.
Solid bunt. Timian having to break hard on that one. So Brady Manny gets on base. He struck out his last time at the plate.
Yeah, we'd like to stay at 15 pitches or less per inning. So he's averaging about 19 an inning right now. So needs a couple quick innings here to bring that down.
His arm should feel pretty good. He got shut down earlier in the season. He was kind of bounce back, had a little bit of elbow trouble.
One pitch here and he can be out of the inning.
Yes, sir. 1 down, runner on first. The delivery. Runner breaks. Fleetfoot throws down to second. Going to be a rundown, and Hoffman gets him to the baseline. Well, there you go, Coach.
There's 1 pitch and an out, so I think he'll take that.
As that's the second runner who's gotten caught in the base pass.
I don't know what the runner was doing there. I was kind of screened out from the pole. I don't know if he spun his wheels or what happened, but I looked up, and he was stopped halfway in between first and second.
Indecision, the delivery. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count.
Right here, and this could be a quick inning here. He gets this guy.
2 down, nobody on. 1-1 ball game, top of the fourth. Out of the windup, the delivery from King. Ball fouled back into the net. Count stays 0-2. Now I've noticed that some of these hitters, second time through the lineup, kind of getting on him a little bit more. Swung on and high fly ball into right field and falls in front of Miles Hinckley.
You run that far, you might as well get your uniform dirty and dive at it, I think.
Count stays 0-2, 2 down, nobody on. As the swinging backstop, Bjorkman gets another shot at it. Grounded into a 1-3 putout his last time at the dish.
Yeah, these are good hitters. They're going to adjust, time through the order, and wouldn't expect anything less. And the same thing, Jaden's a good pitcher. He's got to adjust what he's doing on the mound. Change things up, change speeds, hit spots. And he needs to keep them off balance.
The 1-2. The delivery. Swung on and missed. That'll be a K for King. He puts the K in King, and after 3.5 innings of play, Wahpeton and Fargo North still knotted up at 1 apiece. We'll be right back with more EDC action on B92.7, your home for EDC Baseball.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel in the box with you, joined by head coach of Wahpeton Post 20, Chris Kapp, is talking to us about Fargo North and Wahpeton Husky baseball as we go into the bottom of the fourth. Tied up at 1 apiece. Up to bat, Hoffman, Hockert, Pauly. Any predictions for these three hitters, Coach?
Well, I think they're all going to have an at-bat this inning, so that's about as far as I'm going with that.
Hoffman steps in. Kalbrenner still on the hill for the Spartans, doing a good job. The first baseman wiggles his bat on his shoulder. The delivery catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on for Wahpeton. Hoffman steps back in. Kalbrenner. Small windup. The delivery. Swung on and missed by Hoffman. 0-2 count. Now, you mentioned that King is working his pitch count back down. 11-pitch inning in the fourth.
Yeah, yep.
So that's where you like it.
Right, he dropped his pitch count down a little bit, averaging 17 an inning now. So, you know, as the game goes on here, middle of the game now, 1-1 game, you're going to start to see small ball, I think, here a little bit. They're going to try to manufacture a few runs here, so getting on here, leadoff hitter get on would be big.
Hoffman watches 2 pitches, 2 balls, 2-2 count. Nobody out for the Huskies in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, and you know, that is kind of the scouting report on Andrew Lungstetter, the head coach of the Huskies. He loves a little bit of small ball action.
That's fun baseball.
The delivery, breaking ball, catches Hoffman looking. That's his second K of the afternoon. Caden Hockert steps to the dish. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time at the plate in the bottom of the first. Left fielder steps in. The delivery. Breaking ball, catches the outside corner, 0-1 count. Hockert looked like he didn't want any piece of that one, leaning out. I understand where they're coming from, though, with some of these breaking balls. Sometimes they don't break. The 0-1. Watches away. 1-1 count. 1 is across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the fourth.
He's starting to rely on his breaking ball a little bit more, maybe a little more control with that pitch. His fastball's been pretty erratic today. Been all over the place with it.
Kalbrenner looks in. Catcher gives the signs. His delivery. Fastball misses high. 2-1 count on the outside corner. Hockert steps back in. Middle infield playing the back grass. First base and third base playing about normal positioning. The delivery. Foul ball into the net on the first base side. Ties the count back up 2 apiece. On deck is Braxton Pauly, grounded into a 5-3 put out in the top of the bottom of the second. Kalbrenner the delivery, breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts looking for the Huskies.
Bats with 2 strikes. Can't be standing there watching.
Got to defend the play a little bit more, huh, Coach?
Need a lot better approach with 2 strikes than what they're doing right now.
2 down, nobody on for Wahpeton in the bottom of the fourth. Ball game still tied up 1 apiece in this 4-5 matchup between Wahpeton and Fargo North. Kalbrenner still on the hill. The delivery paints the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. And Pauly, a 182 hitter in the spring. 4 hits, 8 RBIs, 1 run. But he's ate up a lot of innings pitched. I imagine we might see him in this one. The 0-1, the delivery.
Yeah, I don't know what Coach Lundsetter's plan is today with his pitching rotation. But Braxton has thrown quite a few innings this year, so
17 1/3. He's one of the top inning getters this spring. 2-1 count.
My guess is you'll see him at some point during this tournament.
I think that's pretty safe to say. Well, I hope it's safe to say. 2-1, 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the fourth. Pitch inside. Misses. 3-1 count. And that's the patented Kalbrenner fastball. You mentioned a little erratic, having a tough time finding the plate. Pollock steps back in. Catcher sets up outside. The pitch. Watches it for an outside strike. 3-2 count.
The Huskies got to be thinking right now, even if they don't score this inning, they need to continue to drive up his pitch count a little bit and extend the inning.
That means fouling off pitches too. The delivery on the full count. Swing on and a sharp hit ball to the second baseman. Fields it and goes one for the 4-3 putout. So another 1-2-3 inning. Want to thank Coach Chris Kappas for coming in the press box with us, hanging out. Thanks so much.
You bet. I'm going to go wander around a little bit.
Always welcome back in. You're listening to EDC Baseball on B92.7.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Buyer Insurance. They're your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Buyer Insurance Company knows crop hail insurance. Let Buyer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2022 crops. Call Buyer Insurance Agency today, 642-0955. Buyer Insurance Agency. Our plans are based on yours.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7. I want to thank head coach Chris Kappas stopping by and talking to us. Caleb Brigham steps to the plate. He grounded into a 3-1 putout in the bottom or the top of the second pitch. High fly ball out of play. First pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing and production agricultural supply company. King still on the hill, working with that pitch count. The delivery misses away. 1-1 count. The pitch from King catches the outside corner. Fleetwood does a good job of helping frame that one. 1-2, nobody out, nobody on in the top of the fifth. Pregame digs back in. 170 hitter, 8 hits on the season. Another fly ball goes out of play behind us. And they do more and more road construction by John Randall Field. It's like a never-ending circus. The delivery. Breaking ball misses high. 2-2 count to the second baseman. 10 runs on the season, so he's another one of those guys for the Spartans who gets on base and makes things happen. Full count on the high fastball. King goes back to the hill. Brigham, right-handed batter. King, a left-handed pitcher. Sun setting in Wahpeton. The full count. Misses high. Walks him to start the fifth. Top of the order coming back up. Connor Holm on deck. He's Levi's feet. Holm, 0 for 1, got on an error in the third inning. Got stranded. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Holm steps back in. Runner takes his lead. The pitch fouled off straight back. 0-1 count. Nobody warming up yet for Wahpeton, so I imagine somebody comes in. It will be a positional player. Bergerman takes his lead. King looks over, pickoff move, and got him on the base pass. It's the third runner to get caught today on the base pass for the Spartans. Sloppy base running is part of the reason this game's still tied up 1 apiece. So 1 down, 0-1 count as Holmes steps back in. Nobody on. Out of the windup, the delivery from the lefty. Hard hit ball back up the middle. Cap is able to field it. Shortstop throws it first for the putout. 6-3. And just like that, Levi's feet comes up. Nobody out or nobody on, 2 down.
Now batting for the Spartans, third baseman, number 3, Levi Speed.
Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. His feet 1 for 2 today with a double and a strikeout. The delivery, fouled ball back to the pitcher. Looks like it might have gone off flea flip. Hunter McCall coming out, the assistant coach for the Wahpeton team, giving some balls to his catcher and the umpire. Wahpeton's infield from first base to third. Hoffman, Blado, Kappas, and Timian. Delivery from King. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner. No. Umpire doesn't want to give it to him. 1-1 count. That was a fine line there. Almost got it. The 1-1, 2 down. Out of the windup, the pitch. Misses the outside corner. 2-1 count. 2 down. Nobody on base for Fargo North, who's left 4 runners on through 4 innings. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Count goes 2-2. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. King out of the windup. The delivery. Misses inside. Full count coming to the third baseman. Svi had a nice double in the top of the first. The pitch. Chopper goes fouled on the first base line. Hoffman able to field it and get it over to King. Fargo North's lineup, a lot of lefties in the top half of the order. On deck, Charlie Kalbrenner, the opposing pitcher, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Out of the windup, the delivery. Payoff pitch. Check swing, did he go? And he did. So another K for King. His 7th. He puts the K in King. So after 4.5 innings, Wahpeton and Fargo North tied up at 1 apiece. We'll be right back with more EDC action on B 92.7.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel in the booth with you as we go into the bottom of the 5th. On the hill still is Kyle Brenner. Jaden King, 84 pitches so far, so his day may be coming to a close. Nobody warming up yet for Wahpeton. Up to bat this inning, Hinckley, Kappas, and Schroeder. Hinckley got thrown out at third base his last time up, able to get on a walk. Nobody out, nobody on as we go into the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 ball game. The pitch shows bunt, gets it down the third base line, foul. So 0-1 count to the right fielder. Hinckley, a left-handed batter, steps back in, wearing number 4 for the Wahpeton Huskies. Kyle Brenner, right-handed pitcher. The delivery. Swung on and missed by Hinckley. 0-2 count. Kyle Brenner, a very compacted delivery, good mechanics. Having a tough time finding that control with the fastball. Found it there on the inside pitch. The 0-2, Hinckley steps back in, looking probably off-speed pitch. Kyle Brenner misses high, 1-2 count. 90 degrees right now at John Randall Field. You can almost call it summertime in North Dakota. The delivery. Misses low, 2-2 count. So after 2 early strikes, count now to back up, 2 apiece, nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. Wahpeton and Fargo North still tied up 1 apiece in this 4-5 matchup. The pitch, watched it low, 3-2 count. Some might say you got to protect the plate there. Hinckley watched a low pitch go by for a ball. Lungsetter gives signs from third base. The pitch, swung on, chopper back to the pitcher. Shortstop gloves it, gets it to first. Did he get there in time? He did. 6-3 put out to start the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order back up. Caden Kappas steps up. Kappas batting .340 this season. A .483 on-base percentage. He's got it on base 100% of the time today. 2 singles with a run scored. Got stranded at third base in the 2nd. The delivery. Catches the outside corner on the right-handed batter. 0-1 count. Nobody on, 1 out for Wahpeton in the bottom of the 5th. They scored a run in the bottom of the 1st. Since then, left a couple of runners on. Pitch misses low. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Kappas steps back in. Kalbrenner digs in. The pitch misses low. 2-1 count. Fargo North, they got a stable of pitchers. Nobody warming up yet either in the bottom of the 5th. Kalbrenner, the delivery. Misses inside on Kappas. 3-1 count. The 3-1 out of the windup, the delivery. Hard hit ball, foul down the first base line. And Kappas leads the team in drawn walks with 11 on the season, trying to draw one here. Full count. 1 down, nobody on. Leadoff man. The pitch, hard hit ball to the second baseman, able to glove it and get it to first in time. 4-3 put out. Kappas 2 for 3 on the day. Gavin Schroeder steps up, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. Got stranded at first base in the 1st inning. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. 2 down, nobody on for Wahpeton. Kalbrenner out of the windup. The pitch misses away. Ball goes off the backstop. Want to give a big shout out to our friend Groot, Zach Mannock, who texts in saying he's listening. 1-0 count, 2 down. Schroeder steps back in, bottom of the 5th. Kalbrenner digs in, out of the windup, the delivery. Watches one go by for a strike, 1-1 count. On deck, Jackson Fleeflet, 0 for 1 with a walk. Fouled off by Schroeder. Count goes 1-2. Schroeder hasn't seen a lot of action in center field so far today. King doing a pretty good job of keeping the balls low. Infield doing a lot of work for him on some putouts. The 1-2. Pitch from Kalbrenner gets him looking. Second K for Schroeder today as Kalbrenner, he picks up his 6K. As we go to the top of the 6th, Wahpeton and Fargo North tied up 1 apiece. We'll be right back with more action on B92.7, your home for EDC baseball.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665 or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as the 3-4-5 batters coming up. It's going to be Kalbrenner, Beam, and Grande all coming to the plate. King still on the hill, 84 pitches on the day. 1-1 game so far going into the top of the sixth. We're getting into that small ball time. Kalbrenner, the opposing pitcher, is doing a pretty good job today. 6 Ks on the day. At the plate, picks up where he left off with the Ks. 2 Ks from King. The delivery, catches the outside corner on the left-handed hitter. 0-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on for the Spartans. In the top of the sixth. Pitch from King. Misses away, 1-1 count. So King, as a lefty, he's got a natural tail on his fastball. That fastball just tailed a little bit too much, too far away. The pitch, hard hit ball down the first baseline. That'll be the first hit for Kalbrenner as he gets into right field. Hinckley goes down. Kalbrenner trying to take 2 and stays at first. Could have had another casualty on the base pass. Spartans already 3 guys thrown out, but Kalbrenner, he's going to get his first hit of the day. Starts off the top of the sixth. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, #1 grain marketing, production, agricultural supply company. 1-1 game on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Carlson Family Insurance, representing auto owners. Get you a legal ID here soon. As Owen Beam steps to the plate. 0-2 today. The pitch shows bunt and bunts it foul. Crept in on him. To call a ball on that? One-0 count to Beam. Shows bunt again. Gets it down the first baseline. Advances the runner and thrown out. A 1-4 putout. So 1 down, runner on second as Kalbrenner gets to second base. Up to bat, Benson Grande. Scored a run in the second inning. Walked his last time up. One down, runner in scoring position. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. King trying to get out of this pinch. The delivery, breaking ball. Misses the outside corner, but barely on the lefty. 1-0 count. You're listening to B92.7. We'll get you that legal.
B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton. Powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
Misses inside. 2-0 count. 1 down. Runner on second. You're listening to EDC action, the 4-5 seed. Wahpeton, the home team in this one. 2-0 count. The delivery. Misses away. Fleetly able to get a glove on it on the lefty. Goes out to the hill to talk to his man. Jaden King takes his hat off. Hot at John Randall Field. Both these teams struggling to score runs. Wahpeton scored a run in the bottom of the first. Spartans were able to answer back in the top of the second. Since then, been goose eggs on the scoreboard. Don't forget to listen to the Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, trust, and service, where we give away our Essential Health Player of the Game. Essential Health here with you. 3-0 count. First base is empty. Kalbrenner at second. The delivery. Misses away. Sets up the double play. 1 down. Runners on second and first. Coming up to the plate is Nolan Astrup. Astrup got a single in the second. Struck out in the fourth. 7 hits, 8 RBIs, 5 runs. As Andrew Lungstetter goes to the hill one more time, talk to his pitcher. Mound visits brought to you by Heinkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. And that could do it for Jaden King today as Lungstetter has the ball in his hand. As they chit-chat about it a little bit more, kind of directing traffic. And that'll do it for King. 8 Ks for King tonight. 93 pitches for King is what we're hearing.
For King, 93 total pitches, 9-3.
1 earned run, 8 Ks, 1 earned run in 5 1/3 innings.
Defensively for the Huskies, moving out to right field, number 6,
King goes out to right field. Moving to shortstop is Caden Hockert, and Kappas is going to go on the hill. We'll take a quick break and come back with more EDC action. You're listening to B92.7.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chahinkaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chahinkaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chahinkaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Caden Kappas goes to the hill as Jaden King goes to right field. Caden Hockert, the left fielder, goes to shortstop. Up to bat are the Spartans. The delivery down the middle of the plate, first strike. Kappas with the first strike to Nolan Astrup.
Spartans, right fielder, number 12, Nolan Astrup.
Trying to see if we can find any stats or any of the scores for you as we go through this first round of EDC play. Cap is pitching this season 1-2, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 16 Ks. Pitch misses away, 1-2 count. Throwing down, goes into center field. Center fielder Schroeder able to eat it. Runners on the corners. Kalbrenner at third. Grande at first. 1-2 count. 2 down. Double play. Ball still in action for Wahpeton as runner stays at first base. But Cap is a .894 ERA on the season. Talking to head coach Andrew Lungstetter before the game, he was telling me that Cap is the type of pitcher you put in there trying to close the door on guys. 1-1 game, so you can try to get the win here. If Wahpeton can battle back in the bottom of the 6th and 7th. The delivery. Swung on and missed. That'll sit him down, his first K. Brady Manny steps up. Runners on the corners. Spartans have left 4 runners on base so far this game. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Since then, been quiet. Top of the 6th, 1-1 ball game. Runners on the corners. Kappas, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter 1 for 2 today. A single got thrown out on the base pass in that 4th inning. The delivery. High fly ball. Schroeder getting underneath it at center fielder and does. And that'll end it. As Wahpeton able to get out of the top of the 6th, going to the bottom of the 6th. 2 runners left on base. Coming to the bottom of the 6th for you in a moment. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC Baseball.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as Cal Brenner still on the hill as we go into the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 ball game. Up to bat this inning, the 3-4-5 hitters, Fleetfoot, King, and Timian. Fleetfoot 0 for 1, King 0 for 2, Timian 0 for 1. So the middle order struggling against Cal Brenner today, but kind of saw that coming. As Cal Brenner, the ace for the Spartans, the delivery, breaking ball, catches, misses high, 1-0 count. I thought that it would have got King looking on the top of the strike zone. Not quite there. Cal Brenner looks in, out of the windup, the delivery. Misses low, no, catches the outside corner. Umpire taking his time, calling that one. 1-1 count, nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, another good breaking ball, just breaks too far outside of the strike zone. Cal Brenner digs back in. 23 1/3 innings pitched this season for the Spartans. By far their number one when it comes to innings pitched. Fleetfoot watches another ball low in the strike zone, 2-2 count. A shoelace strike. Fleetfoot digs back in, the slugging backstop. Out of the windup, the delivery, breaking ball. Ooh, chopper to the shortstop, fields it in the dirt, gets it to first for the putout, 6-3. So Wahpeton, not for lack of trying, putting the ball in play. Four different putouts today for the shortstop. It's Connor Holm. 4-6-3 putouts. One down, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. King steps in, the delivery. Misses high inside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. The pitch. Catches low, 1-1. Strike zone opened up a little bit here in the back half of this game. Once across the board. The delivery. Swung on and missed by King. 1-2. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for watching over there. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Gets him looking. It's the second strikeout for King today. 0 for 3 on the day. 2 down. Timian steps to the plate. As Cal Brenner collects another K.
Now batting for the Huskies,
7 Ks for Kalbrenner. Timian steps in. Pitch inside, misses on the right-handed batter. Timian walked in the first inning, was able to walk and run, grounded out to the shortstop in the third. Steps back in. Right-handed third baseman, open stance. Catcher sets up inside, the delivery. Swung on and missed, 1-1 count. Sun setting in Wahpeton. Lights not on yet, though. 1-1 count. Kalbrenner looks in. Out of the windup, the pitch in the dirt, misses. 2-1 count. And if you're Wahpeton, that's exactly what you want to do. Make sure that if you have to see Fargo North later in the tournament, as this is a double elimination tournament, there is the possibility you could see the Spartans again. You want to make sure you don't see Kalbrenner again. The 2-1. The pitch inside, misses on Timian. 3-1 count. This is the first time the Huskies have seen Kalbrenner this season. Nobody on, 2 down. The 3-1. The pitch misses it low on Timian. Draws the walk. So 2-out rally potential for Wahpeton as Hoffman steps in. Struck out twice. Good time to shake off the cobwebs, get the bat moving. Goes down to third base line to talk to his head coach, Andrew Lungsetter. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. I would argue not quite the time to be thinking about small ball action. Let the guys swing at it, but hey, we've seen it happen in the past. First baseman goes back in the box. Hoffman looks down at his coach, gets the signs. Timian takes his lead at first base. Wahpeton's done a good job on the base pass this afternoon, not getting caught. The delivery misses low, 1-0 count. Middle infield playing the outfield grass, first base holding the runner on, third base playing near the bag, back. Hoffman, ball, bat on the shoulder, the pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1 count. Josiah Hoffman on the season, 270 hitter. 10 hits, 10 RBIs, 9 runs through the 17 games Wahpeton has played. 0-2 today. The pitch, hard hit ball to the shortstop, and eats him up. The John Randall hop. E6 gets Hoffman on. Hey, but that smells like a rally. Kane Hockert steps in. Started in left field, now playing shortstop. Grounded out and struck out looking his last time at the dish. Runner on second base. That would be the tie-breaking run as we are tied up at 1 apiece in the bottom of the 6th. Kalbrenner trying to work himself out of a jam. The delivery. Ball in the dirt, and Timian stays at second. Probably a safe call for Riley Timian. One 0 count. Hockert steps back in. Hockert a 220 hitter through the season. Timian taking his lead. Second baseman holding him on. The pitch swung on and missed by Hockert. 1-1 count. Hockert 9 RBIs, 10 runs scored during the regular season. Timian takes his lead. Hoffman playing conservative at first base. Second baseman holding him on. Kalbrenner looks back at the runner on second. Pickoff move. Bounces off of Timian. Count stays 1-1. 2 down. Runners on second and first. Runners retake their lead. Kalbrenner looks in out of the stretch. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Comes set on the hill. The delivery. Ball fouled off into the residential neighborhoods next to John Randall Field. Count goes 1-2 to Hockert. On deck is Braxton Polly, grounded into a 5-3 and a 4-3 put out. Timmy takes his lead at second. Couple seniors on the base passes. The 1-2. Breaking ball, gets him looking. And talk about working yourself out of a pickle as Kalbrander picks up his 8th K. So we go into the top of the 7th. Ball game still tied, 1 apiece between the 4 and 5. We'll be back more EDC action on B92.7.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527. Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Joey Bjorkman, the 8-hitter. On deck is Caleb Brigham, the 9-hitter. As Kappas on the hill took over for King. King finished 8 Ks, 1 earned run in 5 1/3 innings. Ball gets away from Timian, goes to first. And did Hoffman get there? Yes, he did. A beautiful put out by Caden Hockert. Hard hit ball to Timian. Hockert was able to recover and get him out at first. A 6-3 put out. Caleb Bergerman comes to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the first baseman. Walked and got thrown out in the base pass in the 5th. Top of the 7th, 1-1 ball game. On deck is Connor Holm, the number 1 hitter. The pitch. Fly ball goes out of play on the first base side. 0-1 count. Kappas trying to come in here and get the win as King left with a 1-1 ball game. Ball hit to the third baseman. Timmy able to knock it down, get it to first in time for the 5-3 putout. So back-to-back groundouts. Top of the order coming back up. And Spartans need to be careful here as Wahpeton has been known to close games out playing small ball to finish it. Connor Holmes steps to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Got on an error in the 3rd. Grounded out in the 5th. Walked and was thrown out at home in the 1st inning. Kappas on the hill, the right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Get that one right for you guys. 0-1 count, 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, or top of the 7th. Kappas on the hill. Out of the windup, the pitch, breaking ball. Fly ball as Fleetfoot watched it go into the stands. 0-2 count. There's something to be said from going to a left-handed starting pitcher that gets through the order 3 times, and then you get to a right-handed pitcher who more overhand delivery, a little bit of movement on that fastball. The pitch from Kappas. Holm watched it for a ball. 1-2 count. Ball hit into the air. Lands in front of the left fielder. And going to be a hit for Holm. His first of the night. Ball lands in between the shortstop and left fielder. A little bit of miscommunication. Shortstop going out. Left fielder coming in. And that runner at first would be the tiebreaker. Ball game tied up 1 apiece. Levi's feet, 1 for 3, 2 Ks, and a double. Holm taking his lead at first. Kappas out of the stretch. The delivery. Breaking ball. High fly ball. Left fielder goes back on it and able to make the grab. So Sfeet flies out as we go into the bottom of the 7th. Wahpeton and Fargo North tied up 1 apiece. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th on B92.7, your home for EDC action.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700, and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Welcome back. Andrew Simmel on the call with you as we have a new pitcher for the Spartans. It's going to be Owen Beam. He comes in to pitch after a very solid outing from Kalbrenner. 1 earned run and 8 Ks for the junior in 6 innings of work. Braxton Pauly comes to the bat. The 8-9-1 hitters up. That's Pauly, Hinckley, and Kappas. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The pitch misses away. 1-0 count. Wahpeton, the home team, in the 7th inning, potentially have a chance to walk off here in this 4-5 game. Play the winner of West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Devil's Lake. The pitch in the dirt. Beam misses 2. 2-0 count. The delivery. Belled high fastball. 2-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 game between these two squads. And I mentioned in the pregame show, I really like to think that these two squads, these two schools, are rivals. Pitch had a little bit of movement. Caught Pauly off guard. 2-0 or a 2-2 count. So 2-0 goes to 2-2 on 2 straight fastballs. Pauly, the DH, digs back in. The pitch. Harder hit ball to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Goes 1 for the 4-3 putout. Miles Hinckley steps in. 0 for 1. Got thrown out at third base in the top of the 2nd. Or correction, the bottom of the 2nd. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. On deck, Caden Kappas. 2 for 3 today with a run scored. The pitch misses away, 1-0 count. For Wahpeton, that's what you're trying to do. See as many pitches as possible from the new guy. Give your guys behind you a chance to see some stuff. 2-0 count on the inside fastball. Wahpeton scored their lone run in the bottom of the 1st. Fargo North able to answer back. Scored 1 at the top of the 2nd. The pitch high misses, 3-0 count. Hinckley trying to be the first base runner in the bottom of the 7th for Wahpeton. Open stands for Hinckley. The pitch to the lefty. Catches the inside corner. 3-1. One down. Nobody on. The delivery. Another fastball. Good. Full count. Hinckley didn't move the bat off his shoulder. 3-2 count. The delivery from Beam. Inside. Ooh. Might have got away with one there as Hinckley takes his base. Kappas takes the... Caden Kappas, the started shortstop, moved over to pitcher in this past inning. Trying to crack this one open, potentially get the win. Hinckley taking a conservative lead. Hard hit ball in right field. Right fielder takes a step in and able to fade back on it. Hinckley gets back to first base. Good idea from Kappas, but that'll put Gavin Schroeder back up. When you least expected the ball to get hit to you, Olin Astrup, he was ready for that one in right field. 2 down, runner on first. Could see ourselves going to extra innings. Schroeder steps back up. 2 down, Hinckley takes a conservative lead. The pitch misses away. Borkman pops up, looks Hinckley back to first base. Schroeder gets the signs from his head coach at third base, steps back in. Hinckley takes another half step at first. 2 down, 1-0 count. Shows bunt, pulls back. Hinckley goes to second. Ball gets away from the second baseman, jumps up, and goes back to second. Oh, boy. Miles Hinckley gets into scoring position as Schroeder was able to show bunt. 2-0 count, pulled back in time. Whew. Hinckley and underclassmen giving me cardiac arrest in the press box. Well, winning run at second base. Schroeder steps back in. Beeman looks in, out of the stretch, the delivery. Misses high, 3-0 count. Jackson Fleeflet on deck. Fleeflet 0 for 2, walked in the first, 2 groundouts. You almost think about walking Schroeder here just to get to the catcher. Pickoff move to the shortstop, able to glove it. Hinckley got underneath his legs. 3-0 count. Spartans read the scouting report, trying to get Hinckley on the base pass again. Miles Hinckley takes a very conservative lead at second base. Second baseman holding him on. The pitch inside, and Schroeder watched it go by his chin for a walk. So Fleefleet comes to the plate. Potentially could play hero here. Slugging backstop. Fleeflet, 326 this season. 14 hits, 14 RBIs, 14 runs. One of the leaders on this team in RBIs. Runner in scoring position. Ball game tied up. And 1 apiece in the bottom of the 7th in this 4-5 matchup. Winner plays West Fargo, Cheyenne, or the Devil's Lake. Breaking ball, catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 count, 2 down. Center fielder playing in a little bit. Looks like left field and right field playing at normal depth. That center fielder playing up because there's been a couple pickoff moves to second base already. Timeout taken by Fleeflet. As he's going to reset his gloves, take a couple practice cuts. 0-1 count. Fleeflet taps both sides of the plate, steps back in. Open stance. The delivery. High fly ball into left field. Going back, and it's gone! It's gone! A 3-run home run to win it for the Huskies. As Fleeflet touches the ball. The left fielder, Brady Manny, just watched that ball sail over the left field fence as he's dogpiled at home plate. A 3-run home run to win it for Jackson Fleeflet. Wow, what a game. A 4-1 win for the Huskies to win and to move on to the semifinal round. We'll take a quick break and come back with post-game stats. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC action.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They're your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Company knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2022 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today, 642-0955. Bayer Insurance Agency. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wahpeton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527. Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back. What an exciting one to end. What an exciting play to end this one. 7 innings of tied ball game, essentially, as Wahpeton scored in the bottom of the first. North answered back in the top of the second, and just goose egg, a pitcher's duel, and then to break it open, Jackson Fleetfoot, a walk-off 3-run home run to end it, a 4-1 win for Wahpeton, and they will go on to play West Fargo Cheyenne, who got it done against Devils Lake, a 9-3 win for the Mustangs over the Firebirds. So Devils Lake and North, they'll play at 11 a.m. on Friday, and we'll have that game for you on B92.7. Remember, B92.7 and KBMW News Live on YouTube is your home for the entire EDC tournament. All the games played at John Randall Field. We'll have you covered right here on B92.7. Well, let's go through the stats. We'll start with the away team, the Spartans. Connor Holm, 1 for 3 this afternoon. Levi Sweet, 0 for 4. Charlie Koberman, the pitcher in DH for most of this one, 1 for 3, had a single in the top of the 6th. Owen Beam came into relief pitch, 0 for 3. Benson Grande, 0 for 0 with a run score. Nolan Astrup, 1 for 3. Brady Manley, 1 for 3. Joey Borkman, the catcher, 0 for 3. And Caleb Brigham, 0 for 2 with a walk. For the Huskies, Caden Kappas, who leadoff hitter, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Gavin Schroeder, 0 for 1 with 2 walks and runs scored. Jackson Fleetfoot, 1 for 3, but it got it when it mattered most. A 3-run home run. 3 RBIs on the night as well. Jaden King, 0 for 3. Riley Timian, 0 for 1 with an RBI. Josiah Hoffman, 0 for 3. Caden Hockert, 0 for 3. Braxton Polly, 0 for 3. And Miles Hinckley, 0 for 1, 2 walks and a run scored. Well, excellent pitching duel. Jaden King ends up with 93 pitches as your starter. Caden Kappas gets the win, 1 2/3 innings pitched with a run, or with 1 K, no earned runs. Charlie Kulberman, 113 pitches, 8 K, 6 innings, and Beeman pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up the walk-off home run to Jackson Fleetfoot. Well, make sure you go to KBMWnews.com for a full recap of all of your games, as well as an updated schedule of the games and when they're going to be played, as we have all of them for you right here on B92.7. For everybody on B92.7 and KBMW and the entire I3G Sports Network, I want to thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. One more time from John Randall Field, Wahpeton 4, Fargo North 1. Good night, everybody.